Hey, it's the Mini Mobile Show for Thursday, July 8th, 2010, where we've got Android smacking down iPhone in a speed test and Motorola coming out with a Blackberry.
A big upgrade for YouTube for you mobile users. And don't forget to check out our sponsor this week, GoDaddy.com. We got a code for you later in the episode that's going to save you some cash.
Hey, welcome to the Mini Mobile Report. I'm Eric Beeler.
And I'm Eric Johnson. Let's see what's happening in the world of mini mobile news. Speed comparisons are always interesting, and Ars Technica unveiled a test of JavaScript performance between Google's Android 2.2 and Apple's iOS 4. According to the results, Android smoked the new iPhone operating system, running the code twice as fast. When compared to previous versions of Android, version 2.1, 2.2 ran the code 3 times faster.
So why do we care about JavaScript?
Java's big. Java's big.
So JavaScript, basically, anything you do that's interactive on a web page is going to require JavaScript. So the speed at which a mobile device can do JavaScript helps it put it on par with your desktop version.
Right, because you have to be able to get to those same sites, and because Flash isn't going to be a standard for interactivity anytime soon.
Right.
Thanks.
Well, yeah, probably never. And so basically, Apple has a lot of catching up to do with its perfection of a device. But the Android folks who love to look at benchmarks, this is one for them.
2 times faster, bigger screen.
Yeah, we let you know about slow uploads for iPhone users in some markets yesterday, and AT&T has finally stated that they've tracked down the issue with specific Lucent gear.
Sure, it's Lucent's fault.
Yeah, some of this equipment is causing phones to drop back to the old UMTS speeds. So the new HSUPA-enabled iPhone 4 should expect a software fix to the telco's equipment soon.
So no upgrade to the phone.
No.
Upgrade to this. But we are waiting for an upgrade for the antenna issue. That's a whole other story.
Yeah, no, antenna. So, let's not go there.
But have upload speeds returned, or are we still down and they've just identified the problem? Now they have to wash it off.
No, yeah, it's not fixed yet, but you're supposedly supposed to get at least 3G speeds for now.
Okay. The Droid maker will be releasing a traditional BlackBerry-style smartphone design called the Charm, with a keyboard on the bottom and a screen up top. This Android-based phone is set to compete with the cheaper BlackBerry market, which is RIM's primary growth market in the past few years. So we'll have to see how many of the Android apps play nice on this.
Right, because the Android apps are designed for the iPhone style,
the
full screen, the 4-inch screen. So I'm not sure it's going to be that half screen with a keyboard on the bottom. Yeah, the standard portrait style.
Okay, like the Blackjacks and the Motorola.
Yes, all those original smartphones that came out with the keyboard style that you didn't have to turn on its side. That's what we're talking about. And yeah, I don't know how the Android apps are going to react, but it's a good space to play in. It's a good place for Android to get wet in, because those are the $29, $39, $49 phones we see a lot of that are actual smartphones out there.
3 years ago, they were $300, but now they're considerably cheaper. So
that's right.
Way to innovate 6 years ago.
Yeah. Now every carrier carries netbooks with built-in wireless to the carrier's wireless network, but Best Buy is now getting into the game. The big box retailer unveiled Best Buy Connect, a white label plan that can subsidize a WWAN connected laptop by as much as $275 with a 2-year commitment. The next best deal is from Sprint, who will give you up to $250 kickback for a 2-year deal. Of course, you're still going to pay monthly. The biggest plan, 5 gigs a month, going for $60. You can even get a contract-free version of the service, but don't expect any deals on laptops without a contract.
So what's the $250 and the $275 get? Is that just basically offsetting your cost of the card?
Yeah, that's right. That's right. So if you get a laptop or a netbook with the card in it, the WWAN card, and say, hey, I want connectivity, normally you would have to go to AT&T or Verizon and hook it up. So you were still paying for the card as well as still having to pay for the service. So a lot of the carriers said, hey, you can have this Asus netbook or this HP netbook, and we'll give you $200 off the cost, and then you have to pay us $60 a month for the 2-year period.
For the 2-year period, for the 5 gigs. Beware of mobile workers. 5 gigs, not a lot if you're already peeing.
And that's the Mini Mobile News. We'll be right back with a Mini Mobile First Look. The Mini Mobile Show is a paid affiliate of GoDaddy.com.
Yeah, and you can get a .com domain for $7.49 if you use our code CST3. That's code CST3 at GoDaddy.com. Today we're going to take a mini mobile first look at the big upgrade to YouTube. They've introduced a new mobile site, m.youtube.com. What's
That's
new?
right. Brand new. It's HTML5 compliant, integrates the latest features of YouTube. It's definitely a full point upgrade.
And Google's actually touting the fact that this experience is going to be the same on every mobile device. They've introduced a lot of touchscreen friendliness, which basically means that people get to use this new mobile site, and it sort of throws the control of YouTube back to the Google side of the house rather than from the phone side.
Which doesn't hurt them from the perspective of having control over their own interface as well as advertising.
Well, what's the difference between the website and, say, a dedicated app?
Right, because the dedicated app ships on every iPhone. I mean, it comes by default on the front page, right?
It does.
That's what we all use to get to YouTube. So why use the mobile site? Well, for a quick comparison, we fired up both. Let's take a look at them.
All right, so for this demo, we want to compare the iPhone app to the new mobile iPhone page. So the first thing you'll notice on the iPhone app is all your navigation is down here across the bottom of the screen. Featured, most viewed, search, favorites, and more. Whereas the website, I'll just real quick switch over to that. With the website, you get a website-like feel, and all your navigation you get to by clicking up here, and it takes you to home, browse, favorites, playlists, so all the stuff that you're ready to get to. So you can get to things a lot easier. You don't have to click the more button to get back and forth to things, and, and you're good to go.
Definitely.
So,
it's a more modern feel, I think.
Far more modern feel. A clear winner is the search function. So just as an example, let's go back to the iPhone app here on our iPhone and do a search. So I'm just going to bring up the search, and we'll look for the I don't know. What do you want to look for?
I don't know. We can
Something
do auto-tune because one of my favorites on YouTube is auto-tune the news.
Auto-tune the news. So we'll just do auto-tune. You'll notice the iPhone itself completed the word auto-tune for me, but that was it. And then I hit search, and it's going to go ahead and do its little search, come back with a few things. So I've got some T-Pain, Obama stuff, some neat auto-tune the news things. Whereas the website, much like you're used to from Google or from YouTube itself, when you go to search, and it's just right here at the top, I can do a search query, it will start to do the fill-in, so as you can see, the auto fill-in. So now
the auto list feature.
Auto-tune the news. So it's auto-listing not only my word, but it's auto-listing what I possibly would be looking for. So I can click auto-tune the news there, and actually I got a much more pointed hit here because I searched for auto-tune the news instead of just auto-tune. So that's sort of a nice add. Now a couple other features that you'll have, and we're actually going to pull up a demo video, so I'll actually get that going here. So let's go ahead and compare the video here versus the website.
Yeah, one of the biggest selling points that Google has made for the new website is that it is streaming higher quality video than you can get on the YouTube app. They say that the YouTube app was specifically designed for the Edge network and it's never been upgraded, and this one is designed for the new higher speed networks.
Okay, so let's just start. I've got the Toy Story 3 app up on the iPhone app, so we'll just go ahead and hit play. I'll let it play for a second. It's not going to be all that loud. But there's the video. As you can see, the controls finally went away. And there's the video. And this probably won't look a lot different through the podcast, but we just want to compare it. So there's a quick clip of the video on our iPhone app. And you can see the interface now looks similar for play and pause and whatever else. So there it goes. A little crisper video. Again, you might not be able to tell the difference looking at it. And like we said, we're still waiting for the iPhone 4 because that can't be played in here yet. So, yeah, we'll see what ends up happening. All right, so that was neat, but what's the verdict on all this?
Well, basically, not sure about the video quality. The iPhone 4 we would have liked to have used because of the Retina display, much clearer display as we know, and Google specifically called the iPhone 4 a technical glitch, so we won't be able to see that for a few more weeks.
And the one thing that I do really like, on the iTunes app, at least in the iPhone, you can't seem to find all the iPhone. Like, there's only certain clips you can pull down.
Right.
Some clips you just can't get to.
And it seems to be a little better. And I used a poorly downloaded clip, our show.
Right.
And I was able to find it in both places.
Okay.
I was able to go ahead and open up and download. So I don't know. They seem to be getting better at that. But reportedly, the quality is supposed to be better. We'll see.
Okay. So for now, we want you to check it out, m.youtube.com, and it lets you stay in your browser, gets away from the app. So I think we chalk it up as a win for now.
Yeah, I think Google. The interface is certainly better.
Yeah, and we'll see what the final verdict is when the quality of the iPhone 4 is allowed to be tested, when we can throw the Retina display at it and see what we really get. But for now, not part of the party.
Okay.
So that's it. That's our mini mobile first look. So that's it for today's episode of the Mini Mobile Show. Remember, we are sponsored today by GoDaddy, so check them out at GoDaddy.com and use our code CST3 to get a $7.49.com domain. Where can they find us online if they want?
Well, they can go to theminimobileshow.mevio.com, soon to be added to our network, cstechcast.com. You can find us on Twitter at MiniMobileShow.
All right. We'll see you guys next time. Bye-bye.